Okay. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing evening. Steve just had the most incredible stream with It's Joey's World. And if you missed that, you need to go. Oh gosh, I hear me. No.
I hear you.
That's the worst feeling when you're like, oh my gosh, where is that coming from? So if anyone else streams, you know that struggle. But please go check out that stream if you missed it. It was so special to get to know a little bit more about Keith, Lisa, and Joey, and just like Joey knows literally everything about sports. So
it's crazy.
And we are here to celebrate Memorial Day, which is, I learned how to make a ticker. I made one. So thank you to our service members that paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. We salute you. If you guys would like to name any of your family members that you want to honor in the chat, I would love to mention their name. Steve, I don't know. I'm sure you have family members that were in the armed services too, but both my grandparents, my grandpas were, my grandpa was in the Navy and my other grandpa was in the Marines. So I'm going to be doing this painting tonight. I have it on canvas right now. It's like 3 images because I redrew it 4 times. But we're going to be doing the painting that was in the thumbnail. So I'm going to be giving this to my grandpa. And yeah, Steve, do you want to say anything before we go through the chat?
I will be doing something slightly different. I chose a different picture, but it's very similar. So
yes, we wanted to honor people for Memorial Day. So Captain Akron, hello. Gigi, Rockin' Robin, Preston, hi. JK, Mike Wheeler, Irresistible Magic, hi Nicole, Christine Hickman, Rob Buzz, Alyssa, Zippity Doodad, Patrick, hi Patrick, Andrew Bidding, Thena Amazing, Tim Pruitt, Mickey Fan, 71 AK Lisa, Pearl Manhattan, Gary B, Tracy Glenn, Piggletrewski, Disney fan. I can't say it any other way. So Donna, hi, Donna Jaworski, James Ryan, Bill Steffen, Pam Spam, Jersey Mike, Rachel, Amy, Jonathan Chung, LSU Mom Emily, hi. It always takes me a long time to go through chat. I don't know how you do it so quickly. Ryan McDowell, hello. Steve is like an absolute pro at this.
Well,
Amy from AGC Magic.
You got to get to a certain point and write them down or it starts disappearing. So, and then from there, just keep that bookmarked.
Listen, we're not dizzying that where it takes you guys like 45 minutes to get to the chats. No shade. You guys are awesome. Happy Hopper. I think we're by pre-project. Hello, Archangel. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'm trying to go through the chat super quick to see everyone here. You guys are all awesome. Karen Cook, hello. Nick Gates, hello. Annie, hello. Lori Jean, hello. I feel like people watching back the replay. Marshmallow Man, I feel like we got a good deal with Corey. We need to get you a higher raise. We need to get you a raise for your wage for doing all this stuff for Corey. So I feel like you just need to be paid in Stay Puffed merchandise or anything you want.
Marshmallow Man's awesome.
Yes. Pete McDevitt, hi Pete. And I think I caught up with everyone. If I missed you, please tag us and let me know. Yes, Marshmallow Man, we're working on it. We're in cahoots with Corey right now. Hey Jesse, welcome. So we are going to be starting our painting. If you guys would like to paint along, we love to do art. Steve and I like to do art. So we always try and do a little bit of a Disney spin. But for Memorial Day, we're going to be doing this very patriotic. Mickey, I'm going to be doing a patriotic. I don't even know what Steve's doing.
I can share it.
I'm very excited to see.
I'm not doing the background because
okay.
Let me see here. There it is. I got so many screens open.
James Ryan says, Steve, tonight's stream was simply inspiring and uplifting. You were pitch perfect as the host.
Oh, thank you guys so much.
Steve, this is awesome.
I'm only doing the Mickey. I'm not doing the rest of it. So the spotlights and the fireworks and all that, I'm just doing the Mickey from it. So
I love it. I kind of wanted to put a few fireworks in the back, but Okay.
I'm getting to this thing where I haven't been doing backgrounds, and I need to work on that.
Yeah. I just like need to start painting.
That's what I after you started going through chat, I thought, oh, I better pick it up and start going because I'm always last getting done. So
No. That's okay. Art takes time.
it does take time.
Oh, Pearl Manhattan says, I'm painting with sound tonight, working on music. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
I love it. I also like
analogy too.
I recently organized my paints because of Steve. Steve had like sent me no, not a TikTok, what a Marco Polo of like what his paints are organized like. And I was like, oh, I should get on top of that because Steve was so organized, and I'm not the most organized person when it comes to like my stuff. So when it comes to like school and like things that I need, like work that I need to get done, I'm very, very organized. But when it comes to organizing my things, I'm not as organized. So I organize my paints.
I'm way too organized, I think. Maybe too much.
That's okay. We all have our things.
Oh, Ryan, that's it's never gonna happen, buddy. Thank you though.
What did he say?
When am I gonna get my own booth at the, I think it's what it said. Said I chew on my paintbrushes too.
That's not good.
When are you gonna get a booth at Epcot's Art Festival?
Steve is actually gonna do it next year.
No.
Yes, he is. He'll actually be, so you know how writers will like, or musicians will have like stage names or pseudonyms. So Steve's stage name is going to be the Sugar Plum Fairy, and you could get him to sign his artwork if you attend the festival next year. So that's a guarantee. It's almost as good as getting an R. John's fast pass for meeting R. John's.
That is a Meg guaranteed it, huh?
Very coveted fast pass. So you guys won't want to miss that. So be sure to go to the farts, the Festival of the Arts next year, which I hope, you know, like, I wonder what's going to happen with all of these festivals.
Oh, I hope they get just kind of, it can be a face painting and character canvas painting booth called All Things Toasters.
All Things Toasters. Okay, Steve, what if we painted toasters?
You know what? Maybe I should paint the toasters I leave in the thing for the maids.
Yeah, like I think that should be our charity thing.
Meg, we could definitely paint toasters, and they'd be amazing. Now, here's the only caveat.
Yes.
Is this paint flammable?
What kind of paint are you using?
Acrylic. I don't know. I got oil, acrylic, and water, and I don't know how to use any of them properly.
I don't think that okay. Please don't take my word for it. I don't think that acrylic paint is flammable, but maybe let's not test that out. So,
it does not say. Oh, you can bake it.
Yes, you could bake like glass paint too. Glass, like acrylic-y paint.
It says to let it air dry for 21 days. That is not an accurate statement.
Oh, Emily says they make heat-resistant paint.
Oh.
So, Steve, we got to do that.
Of course.
How about you test it outside far away from your house? No, I don't think that we're going to test it either way.
I mean, yeah, I'm not going to light the paint on fire.
My grandma had told me today that I was telling her, like, because we've been, you know, getting her groceries and picking up her mail and everything. And she was like, well, my neighbor told me that she puts her mail in the microwave to clean it. And I was like, wouldn't that catch on fire? And she goes, I don't know. Should we try it out? I'm like, no.
I'm not sure how hot. What is that? Fahrenheit? What's the name of that? Fahrenheit 470 something. What's the name of that book where the temperature at which paper burns?
Is it 451? Is that
451? I thought it was like 451, 471, something like that.
I don't want anyone in the chat to get mad. I don't know the answer to that.
So if somebody can tell us what the power of a microwave is and how hot, I mean, I don't think it would heat I guess it could heat it to 451 degrees.
Oh, I got it right. It was 451. Okay,
Nice.
I feel a lot better about it.
Okay.
If the NBA returns to Walt Disney World, how long do you think it would delay the theme parks and the resort hotels from opening? From Andrew Bidding. You mean the NBA experience?
I'm gonna say I gotta back that up my mouth. I don't think it'll how do you think it would delay the theme? I don't think it'll delay the theme parks from opening. I don't think the NBA experience is that popular.
I don't think so either. But I do think that, I mean, we all heard that Universal is going to open to the public on June 5th. So I don't think that Disney is going to be too far behind, personally. I agree. But we'll see. I think this is all new for everyone, so no one really knows what's going on.
I mean, you had to go back to 1920 to get the last pandemic, so they didn't really do the theme park thing back then.
They are playing the Return to Wide World to finish the. You mean the actual NBA, like the sport for basketball? I didn't know that.
I did not know that either.
I had heard that some sports were going to be starting to play, like professional sports. It says, no, the NBA is thinking of coming to ESPN Wide World of Sports to finish the season and using resort hotels as housing for the teams. I don't know when that's going to happen. Do you guys know when that's happening? Also, where do you guys get this information? I feel like you guys tell me everything that's going on.
I didn't know this.
I didn't either. I wonder if it just happened. So thanks, guys, for letting us know. I just Googled it, and they sell Disney Mickey Mouse toasters. They are very nice.
I have a Disney Mickey Mouse toaster.
So if they're only going to use 1 or 2 hotels, I don't think that that's going to make a huge difference. I'm not really sure what your thoughts are, Steve. I do think that there is plenty of room for everyone to stay on Disney property, especially if they're already going to be limiting the amount of people.
Yeah, I think they're going to be open at 50% capacity to start with, and then like to 75 maybe, and then 100. Yeah. And I think if they do that in conjunction with the NBA experience or the NBA playoffs, I don't think that would factor in to that number, because they wouldn't really necessarily be parks. So they would probably hold like one of the bigger elaborate hotels for the basketball players. And then
I think it was maybe Avery said Coronado Springs, and that's where they hold like all the conferences. So
yeah, the convention center.
Yeah. I think that's probably, I've never stayed there, but I'm assuming that that's a big hotel.
It's really big. I went there for a pin event once.
I did too.
But I've never stayed there. So
Steve, what pin event did you go to?
I don't remember, but the pin events that in the past are not like the pin events currently from my experience. The pin events I used to go to, you'd go to a pin event, you'd pay some money, you'd go in and you go to this tent or something. First off, you could always trade pins with everybody. That's always a plus. But then you could also there was always just there was like an event. So you would go in, you could purchase whatever you want to purchase at a time. There was these, I think there was like a map type thing. You could go find some things, and then you would get a completer pin if you did it all. What? If you got like stamps from her. Yeah, these were some legitimate pin events, and they were like every month.
That's amazing.
I think they do pin events like every quarter.
Yeah, it's quarterly. Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously not right now, but they were quarterly.
So I think that's I don't know if they're still doing that or not. So
yeah, no, I went last year, right around this time last year, for the Up Pin event with Corey and Haley and Donna and Sam. And I was able to get an RSP where you could, sort of pre-order your pins and you pay for them already, and then you just pick them up and then you could trade with everyone. But there were no like completer things. So yes, Amy, he did paint the Daisy and the Donald Pluto mini. He painted all those. So Steve is very talented. Pin events. Yeah, I definitely want to have another pin stream. I know that a lot of people have been asking for it. I'm trying to see if I can get another special guest on there, but we'll see, just like with timing and stuff. But Steve, you are totally welcome to join for a stream.
Thank you.
I know that you couldn't make it to the last one, the one that Donna was on, because you guys were recording the podcast that night.
Yep, that was the Dillo's Diz podcast that we kind of took over their podcast and had to extend it on to 2 days.
If you guys missed that podcast, maybe someone could post a link to it, because I listened to the whole thing. It was so great. And it was the first time I had, like, I'm admitting, the first time I had listened to their podcast, and they did a great job. So
yep, they do a really good job with their podcasts.
Yeah. And then it's also fun to listen to you guys like ramble. It's pretty much a Diz and That stream, but just audio.
I don't think we ramble. No, that's a lie. We completely.
No, you guys ramble. You definitely went off topic, and then somehow you started talking about cargo shorts. And to be fair, that was a real question that was asked. So when we talk, we literally we like to have a general idea of what we want to talk about, but it doesn't quite work that way. It just normally just works away like, oh, let's all just get into a room and talk and watch people listen to us while we talk. I don't understand sometimes, but that's how it works with us. So we got on there. It was literally just us hanging out, having a conversation while somebody recorded it, attempted to ask us questions, and it went, it was good. It was fun. Yeah, I really liked listening to it. As Patrick said, he needs more lawn mowing podcasts.
Yes.
So, someone had asked a question. Oh, Meg, are you going to get Corey on the painting show? You mean Corey Meets World? I don't know. I never asked Corey. And Ryan says that it's Shep's fault. Ironically, they're both named Ryan. So
it's usually Shep's fault.
He does tend to go off topic pretty frequently, but we all love it. So
we absolutely love it.
Yeah.
We call him Treebeard because everything he says is very important, but it just takes him a long time to get it out. So
what if instead of Disney characters, we name Disney YouTubers for Lord of the Rings characters, and you can be Treebeard and you can be Samwise Gamgee?
Nope. Anybody but Sam.
I'll be Samwise Gamgee. You could be The Rock.
Nope. I would be a rock that sits in the Lord of the Rings.
Yes, you could be The Rock with the eagles at the end.
There we go.
Yeah. If you guys missed that stream too, it was so much fun. Steve and Walt and myself, we had named, if you guys are like Lord of the Rings fans, we had named all the Lord of the Rings characters as what we would cast them as Disney characters. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Steve made me make a PowerPoint and everything. It was super professional.
I didn't make you. It just kind of like, hey, I'm doing this. I don't want you to be alarmed when you get on and I have it.
Yeah, Steve was like, it was like an hour and a half before the stream.
It was.
And he was like, by the way, we're doing this. You don't have to do it, but we're going to do it anyway. So maybe you should do it.
It's not quite Howard. But at the same time, I literally had not started it when I told you that either. Yeah. We had just decided that we were going to do it. So I could be Legolas. I like Legolas. He's one of my favorite characters.
Who said that?
Ryan McDowell.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
I mean, my archery skills,
How long did you guys play on Twitch the other night? Because I ended up falling asleep.
We played till 2:47 in the morning.
Nope.
Well, that's what time we got off. I don't know what time we ended Twitch. But here's the worst part about it. So the next day I got up and some people wanted to play. And I started at 11 a.m. and finished at 12:20 a.m. this morning.
Steve.
It was over 12 hours straight of this game. And then I got up this morning and I was supposed to clean up my garage this weekend. And so people are like, hey, guess what? Your garage is just going to have to wait. Come play. And at 4:00 p.m. from 9:00 a.m., I had to say, look, I got to get ready for some streams tonight. I got to draw a painting, something to paint. And
I'm glad that the painting came before the video games.
It did.
Thanks, Steve.
Because I would have not. It took me more than an hour to draw, so we would have been sitting here for a while.
I know. I was like, this one's going to be, I drew this thing out like 4 different times. Does Steve sell his artwork of Disney characters? He's a big Disney fan. Also, hi, R. Johns.
Does what? I didn't hear it. Sorry.
Does Steve sell his artwork? And Amy asked where my ears are. I just don't have them on. I was going to wear these Sorcerer Mickey ears. Also, I just want to like say that I have a 1-day sale going on in my Etsy shop if anyone's
nice.
Yes. Do you sell your artwork?
I've had zero intentions to ever sell it. That actually hasn't even ever crossed my mind because, like I said, it's not the greatest.
No, Steve, it's amazing. But for people that are artists and like to do art, it's for me specifically, it's like very, very hard to part with my artwork because I put so much, and I know Steve does too. So many artists put so much time and effort into their artwork, and it's really hard to part with it. So, I don't know. I feel like it's really hard to sell artwork unless I go in with the intention of saying like, I'm going to specifically sell this. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really, I don't think I have a problem parting with my art. It's just, the thought to sell it has never crossed my mind.
Well, it seems that people might be interested in, yes, no, Steve didn't draw the Mickey Mouse behind him, but he did all the small paintings that are to the left of him.
I kind of want to draw that now. I wish I would have drawn it instead of doing that, but.
I mean, you could always do it in your next house in Florida.
That is true. Cause I don't know if I'm going to be taking this. I got to quit chewing on these things. I don't want to pull this off the wall because it probably won't be any good anymore after that. So whoever buys this house
they're going to like this.
Congratulations.
I mean, it looks really good though. So
I like it. I'm really proud of it.
Yeah.
That is one of the few things that I am really proud of, but I didn't draw it though. So
it still looks awesome. Also, all those paintings in the back there. And in like 1 second, I'll show you guys an update on my painting. I don't know about you, Steve, if you're like ready to show an update.
I mean, you know, I work slow, so
that's okay.
I'm not very advanced in my drawing yet. I'll show you what I got though.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna enlarge your screen.
Oh, now?
Yeah.
I've not gotten very far. It's just there.
Oh, so Steve, that looks so good. I can't believe that.
I'm working on it. It's
awesome.
It's coming along. Yeah, Donna, that's where I usually send them is to Donna. So how many places will they find I'm so pretty? Tim.
I love it.
So those of you that don't know, I still haven't put out the video yet. I got to edit that. I'm going to make a point to try to I got to put a date on that.
Let's make it this week.
I went to Donna's house to help her paint. And, I thought, oh, this would be cool. I have my costumes with me because it was on an impromptu trip and everything. So can we film something for? Let me rephrase that. I had my costumes with me because we were using them to film stuff at a retreat, and then I decided to stay at Disney. So the costumes were
zombie camp.
So zombie camp. And then so I helped Donna paint her house, and I thought it'd be fun to paint in costume. And I'm pretty on the wall. Well, when I repainted the room, that was the only thing that had 2 coats, and now nobody's allowed to paint over it. So
I love it. And then Preston, I want to point out, said, all right, Steve, I will stop calling the belt plastic if you sell one of your paintings.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a pretty tempting offer. And then Ryan McDowell asked, did you freehand the drawing? I want to say you did, but I also want you to say, because it's your artwork. So
what, this?
Yeah.
I draw. I use I gotta quit chewing on these things. I use the computer and just kind of sketch it out like that. So you can if you look really closely, it's one of the reasons why I'm not a fan of my work and everything. You can see a ton of eraser marks if you get really, really close, and like you can see a lot of like this. There's a lot of blemishes and eraser marks in there. It just looks a whole lot better from way back here.
You know what, Steve? That makes it artwork. So it makes it very special, and you know that it's hand painted. And those are the kinds of things that I like in artwork.
That is true. And Donna, yes, I'm aware I owe you the video still.
Oh, so Nicole says it's such a personal expression of heart, and I always find it slightly difficult to say goodbye, but it's a huge honor when anyone wants your creation. 100%. Yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
then Amy had said, "Are you painting by numbers tonight?" No, Steve. So this is what Steve is painting tonight. He freehands the drawing on the canvas, and then he is painting it himself. He just does it in steps. I never showed what I was working on. That's how I am right now. I'm gonna go ahead. I have to go like find a new bottle of black paint, which will take me 1 second.
Yeah, it takes me a long time to draw. It takes me a lot longer to draw them than it does to paint them. So
Yeah.
I draw them. We try to come up with an idea ahead of time so that I have time to draw it out, because I don't like painting without it pre-drawn. So otherwise, if I try to paint freehand, it's a whole different thing.
Ryan McDowell says, "I'm going to go on a limb here and say Steve is a perfectionist." Well, I think that's a pretty good guess. It's not that Steve is perfectionist. He just is very particular with his paintings.
I mean, I want to say no, but I think I would be kidding myself. I do. I'm never happy with.
It's Steve's style. So everyone has their own style. Mine is a little bit more fluid. And Steve is like, if you guys see his paintings though, when they're done, I mean, mine are like, okay. And they're, you know, but Steve's paintings are incredible. And he has gotten so good. Like, I can't believe how much you have improved over the last however many. Oh, Donna, thank you so much. She said, "Steve, you are way too critical of yourself. No art is perfect. Hashtag happy little accidents. You and Meg are amazing. Love and miss you both very much." Donna, I miss you so much. You and Sam and Richard. I miss everyone down there. And that was so generous. So thank you so much, Donna.
Yeah, me and Bob Ross, we wouldn't have got along very well, I don't think. So he'd be like, "It's okay." I'm like, "No, it's not."
Happy little accidents, Steve.
I know. I actually am watching him a lot now, and everything that we're doing and everything that you know, pretty much everything is all because of Meg, because she came to Patrick had a great idea one day, I think it was on his channel, to do a this and that painting night, and Meg was there to
about it. We talked about it before, and he was like, "We're definitely going to get you on for like a winter one." And then it just so happened like it all worked out, and then we both jokingly got wigs for
Yes, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Meg Ross and Zip Ross.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, that stream, I hadn't painted in, oh man, about 12 to 15 years, I want to say, maybe 10. I don't know. It's a long time. But that stream really got me back into the swing of things. Let's say that.
That makes my heart so happy, though. Like, I like knowing that it was something that you haven't done in a long time. Because I know that so many people just, like, sometimes we forget about our passions, and we, like, life happens. So, you know, we can't always do the things that we love. And it's nice when you get back to it.
Meg is also responsible for me being on YouTube. So
no, I'm not.
Streaming on YouTube.
I was like, I'm not.
let me rephrase that. So Meg is responsible for me streaming on YouTube.
No, I'm not.
So I had a lot of encouragement, but she pushed me over the edge.
It was going to happen at some point. And I think Preston wants us to paint the plastic belt. So that's
why would I do that? That's my Beverly Championship belt.
We'll have to get a second plastic belt.
I mean, I've got may or may not have extra belts.
And Amy had said, I want that Lion King rock you painted a few weeks ago. That was amazing.
That rock is, where is that rock? The rock's here somewhere. I don't remember where, but it's here somewhere.
So I had some of the, like, after we did that stream, I put my rocks outside, and I had some of my young neighbors come by, and they wanted to collect some of the rocks, and their mom would only let them take one or two for their whole family. There are 5 kids. And I was like, seriously, they could have taken as many as they wanted. But then they went to the beach a couple weeks ago, and they brought back rocks for me to paint, and then also more rocks for them to paint, because they were going to add back to my garden. So I just thought that was so sweet. And Tim says we should all get together virtually and each of us do a toaster painting painted for the area in the country we live in, like they do horses, bears, or cows in some cities. And then Lisa says, Steve, Megan, Steve, I look forward to seeing your paintings. I'm worn out from the lake, so I'm going to bed. Good night. Oh, thank you so much for being here, Lisa. Have a great night.
Good night, Lisa.
Have a nice day. And
yeah. It's going to take me a while. I'm trying to get one coat done of everything so that you can kind of see what it's going to look like. But it looks so much. I'm never really happy until I put the black lines on it, and then I'm happy.
I think that'll look nice.
Happier.
Oh, Donna says we should try sculpting sometime. And Steve, I think that we could do you remember it was like a year and a half ago or something? You wanted me and Cargo to teach you how to make ears.
Yes.
I still think that we should do that.
Do you remember, man, what did we do? We did something and it was terrible. Like it was so bad. Like crafting wise was not, I'll give everything 110%.
I know
some things you're just not great at. So
I think that you could be good at crafting, but I think it would be so funny if we tried to teach you how to make ears.
I'm willing to do anything.
It could be any kind of ears you like, because it doesn't have to be sewing. It could be like wire ears.
You sew ears?
There's so many ears.
I didn't know you sewed them.
Yes. What else do you do with them?
Glue them?
You can glue them. I sewed all my ears, and then I sew them onto the headband.
Ryan, Steve should do a knitting stream.
I don't really know how to knit, so I can't help you there.
What is knitting?
I can only do so much.
Knitting? Is knitting the one where you see don't take this offense to anybody. Is knitting the one where you always see the grandmas in the rocking chairs with the two long needles doing their thing? Is that knitting?
Yeah. Yes, you can hand paint ears too. Nicole says she uses Shrinky Dinks for her ears. That's pretty cool. Yeah. And hi, Dale. Yay, it's the Ross siblings. Actually, Patrick is my Ross sibling. He's Zip Ross. I'm Meg Ross.
I'm not a Ross.
You're some distant relative. I don't know. But we're somehow related.
I'll be, I guess, Uncle
Steve. Uncle Steve Ross. That's too funny.
I will say that was one of my favorite videos, that meet and greet with Gaston.
Yeah, that was great. Uncle Steve. Everyone needs an Uncle Steve.
That's a good Uncle Steve. Everyone needs an Uncle Steve.
Yeah. I watched that again recently just because I remember it being so funny. And then I was watching the video of Dawson and their meet and greet, and I just was like, everyone needs an Uncle Steve. So funny. Trying to decide. Some distant relative. Yes, exactly. So I have Mickey's like head done. I feel like it's kind of disproportionate, but
how do you get that done so fast?
I just paint pretty fast. I also like with acrylics, you kind of have to paint faster because they dry very fast. So if anyone paints with acrylics, you guys know I don't paint with oil paint. So oh, thanks guys. Hi Jenna, welcome.
Hey, Jenna.
I also I made these pair of vinyl ears for Jenna, and I want to make more pairs of those, but I already did a DIY video of that, so I can't do another one, but that would be really cool if you wanted to do Steve's World ears. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We can figure something out.
Yeah, we definitely can.
This was my first oil experience with oil painting. It's still wet. It's been 7, 8, 9. It's been 9 days, and it's still wet. I rubbed up against it the other day.
Okay.
No, Siri,
Hello,
no.
Siri.
Every time I say seriously, she pops on.
She's just hiding there in the background. I love it. My cousin was talking to Alexa on the phone, like we were talking to her on the phone, and she had said, Alexa, play Baby Shark. And then Baby Shark started playing on our Alexa. I was like, oh my gosh.
My favorite thing, just randomly, is, people have Siri and Alexa and whatever the one on Samsung is, Bixby or something like that. but just to randomly say, "Hey Siri, play Aerosmith," or something, and then everybody that's listening on their TVs, their thing pops up.
Yep, it's so funny. Oh, I thank you guys so much for being here. I love to paint with you guys. And oh, we woke up Donna's Alexa. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes. Alexa, go back to sleep. Alexa, play. I don't know what song we should have Alexa play.
There was I'll tell you this. Play what's not Down Under, it's the other one. No, Down Easter. What's that one by Billy Joel? The Down Easter Alexa, is that what it's called?
Oh, I don't know. Hi, Miguel. Welcome.
What's up, Miguel?
Hi, Stacy. Hi, guys. Thanks for being here.
Hi, everybody.
So I don't know what a good song is to have Alexa play, but we'll have her play in the background somewhere. I just got these new quart paints from Blick, and it is so nice to have new paint. I haven't had new paint in years. Alexa, play Africa by Toto.
Oh, there you. That's done right there.
Do.
I love that song.
Yeah,
that was my request from Jelly Rolls that night we went. And they didn't play it. It kept making me mad too, because it's like, man, this is a fantastic song. Why aren't you guys playing it? They were saving it for when all 4 of them came out.
Oh,
and then
awesome.
They played it. It was incredible. So
I still need to go to Jelly Rolls.
Yes. So
my
good.
Alexa just asked me what I wanted her to play.
What's up, Chris?
Steve Richard says my I don't know what a home pod is. I don't know what that is, but it just started playing Dude Looks Like a Lady.
What from Aerosmith. I was like, what do I have to do with that?
Oh, that's a good request. Alexa, play God Bless the USA. God Bless America.
I actually got to see Lee Greenwood sing God Bless the USA in person. I was in FFA, which I don't know why. It's Future Farmers of America, and I was the farthest thing from a farmer that you would ever find.
What's so funny is that my brother was a part of that.
Yeah.
He went to a special agri-science center and for like high school, and he learned how to do all of that. And he absolutely hated it. And then he was going to go to school to do stuff like that. And then he said, no, I'm not doing that ever again. And now all he wants to do is be a botanist.
Oh, thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. That's amazing. I used to get into it a lot. I was in it for 4 years. And I just knew I wasn't going to be nothing against farmers. I just wasn't going to be a farmer. I'm not a country boy.
I'm not going to be a farmer either. So.
But I was in it for 4 years. I did soil judging contests. Which you get in a big.
Wait, can you explain what a soil judging contest entails?
So there's usually 4 holes that they dig. You just go to a field somewhere, wherever it's going to be held. Sometimes it's a school. Sometimes it's whatever. They dig out about it's about 5 to somewhere between 5 and 8 feet deep.
Wow.
And it's about 4 to 5 feet wide, and it's about 10 to so feet long. It's got a ramp on the end of it, so you can get out pretty easy. And you go down in the hole, and you judge.
What?
You climb down in it. Well, it's not like a hole. It's like a big trench, basically. It's like 5 or 6 feet deep. I don't know, 5 feet wide.
It sounds like a hole in the ground in a cemetery.
Well, not quite like that, but that's kind of what they do. They take a big backhoe and they dig it out. Well, anyways, then you turn around, and after they do that, you get down there and you judge the characteristics like the clay composition, the coloring. You do all this stuff. You grade it, and then you turn in your grade for all 4 holes, and you turn it in. There's awards for it and everything.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
did you get awards?
I did.
Oh my gosh, guys! We're learning so much about Steve.
I don't know about that.
We are. Oh my gosh.
I used to play with dirt in school. Is that
That's pretty awesome, though. I mean,
it was fun. I mean, I enjoyed it. It just, again, it was a challenge of it that was for me.
Yeah.
Just being able to analyze something. I don't know. I like to analyze.
I think we can understand that from your personality. You like to laminate things.
I do.
I really like research though too, so I could see how that would be interesting to be able to like do all the hands-on experience. And hello, David, welcome. And Tanya, David from Brandy and David.
Welcome in, David.
Mr. David. Trying to like change where I drew my lines and change his hat a little bit. I don't know if I'm doing a good job though.
You're doing a fantastic job, I'm sure.
Thanks. Oh, no ghost stories from Alexa. So the one that I picked out to Alexa, make an announcement. Steve is the toaster king.
What? Steve, you need to know how things work.
I'm just saying.
How do things work?
Toasters, laminators, puzzles, costumes, makeup, straws, painting. You forgot jelly. All things fun. Exactly, Donna.
That is true. And Bill said, oh my God, I've heard it all now. You mean, Steve, my yard soil could have championship pedigree. It is possible, Bill. It is possible.
You just need to hire Steve's World. Guys, so Steve is not only going to start selling his paintings, but he's also going to be judging soil. So if you guys want to hire him, we'll have some contact information below. Please go subscribe to his channel, which is all linked in the description. Hi, Lana. Welcome.
It sounds like she's telling Shep stories now.
No. Well, who knows? I think I've probably spent way too much time with you guys. I definitely think the shenanigans has rubbed off. But also, like, I do stuff like this all the time with my own family. So
it happens.
Yeah.
But that's a good attribute to have, because you're just being yourself on here, and
I like that.
That's what people like. So all soil fun.
Dave says I need some soil to be judged.
Dave, probably, yes, that's a good area. The Midwest is an amazing area to judge soil in, because and a lot of it's due to farming. Because, you need to know what kind of soil to put your crops in. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, there's that.
So Donna had said, my Alexa just told me that there's a toaster available for $39.95, and I'm sending it to Steve. Pearl Manhattan said we need to set Steve up an Etsy store and get someone to sneak all those paintings out of his house. Don't make us put you in Alexa timeout. I never ever do this, so it's pretty funny. Oh, Pearl Manhattan said you'll be a millionaire before you know it. That's very sweet.
Oh, I appreciate it.
So talented. So, yeah.
It's just not, if I wish I was a millionaire, so that I don't want to say I wouldn't work, but I could focus on a lot more of like art and stuff like that. If I could
I like to play that game of like, if you won the lottery,
what would you do with it?
Yeah, what would you do with the money? So what would you do? You
much, first off, how much do we have?
Well, how much do you think is more realistic?
Well, I need at least 10 million so I can buy a house in the Golden Oaks, because I think so I need to start there.
Okay,
so
we can start there.
And I would like maybe just an additional 10 million to set up for just to have everything paid off and to be able to go to Disney whenever I want to.
Oh, John, thank you so much. I'm buying a house soon. Steve, I could use some artwork. You guys rock. Everyone hit that subscribe button and thumbs up. Steve, when you move, you can cut out the wall and take it with you.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much. And yes, Steve has to take the wall with him. And Steve, I really think that we should set you up an Etsy shop. If you ever, people seem to be very interested in your artwork. I don't know.
It's
up to you though, because I know that's a very private thing.
Well, I really, truly, and honestly have no problem parting with my my work, but I don't think it's that good. So
I think it's incredible. So
I don't know. We'll see. But I really want to get into. The reason why I wanted to get into oil painting is because it's easier, obviously, to blend things.
Yes, 100%.
And I want to recreate some of Thomas Kincaid's paintings, which obviously is not going to be easy, or I'm still don't have it in my head which colors I'm supposed to use first and all that. I can copy just about anything, but trying to redo it myself or trying to come up with a fresh idea is just a little off. But
that takes time though.
It does. It does. But I also have over 300, 300 or 400. I can't even remember now. I got to count them. Disney puzzles that I have that are done and glued. And you would still have 200 million in the bank. Very responsible, Steve. Would I?
I mean, what is our total amount?
I was going with 20 million, but 200 million works for me.
Yeah, we can make it happen.
In all seriousness, the first thing I would do, obviously, number one is, and I know some people say it for vanity, some people don't think about it at all. 100% I would definitely take care of other people, including a charity. Because if I'm fortunate enough to do that, I want to be able to help other people, and some of that includes my charity of choice. Obviously, is Give Kids the World. I love kids, and I want them to. I don't think all kids are innocent, and they shouldn't have to deal with some issues, especially like what we're going on right now. Mm-hmm. And if we can help make unfortunate kids' lives a little better, then that's, I don't know. That means something special to me. I love Give Kids the World.
100%. I would just be like, I want my family to be taken care of. Like, I would never, ever want my parents to worry about money ever again. Like, that's my number one priority.
Yep.
To take care of my family. And then I would definitely do something like that. But I also love animals, so I would do more than one.
Well, and I too would buy my house, have everything paid off, pay my parents' stuff off, pay all my family off, which I come from a big family. So
yeah,
might not have anything left after that, but at least help everybody and help those people that have helped me get to where I'm at today in life. So
100%. I like playing that game. Tell that to the little brave toaster you abandoned, Steve.
Wow, guys, it's not abandoning. Look, I take poor, unfortunate toasters.
Wait, poor, unfortunate toasters.
Yes.
In pain. Yeah. In need.
I mean, call me Ursula, but I give them a home. I mean,
Steve leaves them at the hotel, and Ursula takes them to her cave.
That's exactly what it is. So no, I do buy a toaster every time I go to Disney, and I do leave it in the room every time I leave, because number one, it's cheaper than well, I mean, I guess it's not cheaper. I guess I don't have to buy a toaster at all.
Steve's a lot.
What?
Steve's a lot instead of Ursula. Imagine so like if we reimagine The Little Mermaid, and instead of Ursula, it was Steve, and Steve took toasters instead of people's voices. I wonder, Steve, could you recreate a look for Vanessa? So what would Steve's or Ursula's alter ego be? Because she's Vanessa. Steve would be
I have the wig.
Ballerina Steve.
I have the wig.
I feel like that's working out too perfectly. So
it is. I think we need to go in a different course of direction, because that is working out too perfectly.
Emily says a lady in our community won the lottery, and she bought each family member a new car, and she gives them each $15,000 a year. That would be nice to be able to do 100%. Yeah.
Yep. And I guess that is part of it too. I would give them all money, but at the same time, I also don't want them to lose sight of what they should be doing with it. So it'd be one of those things where I wouldn't want them just like become a crutch for them to enable them basically to not do what they need to be done, what needs to be done. But I would let them, I would be there for them if they needed it. But I would definitely take care of their house, take care of things like that, and then let them be self-servant on their own, which they already are anyways, but not have to worry about that kind of stuff. So, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. No, I definitely think that there would be a fine line. Like, I know that you would probably put money away for like your nieces and your family in that aspect. But then you also don't want to compromise someone's hard work of like, yes, you still need to be motivated to contribute to society.
Yep.
And Amy says, I guess the Walmart employees say, here comes that guy again to buy another toaster. Yeah, but we definitely need another Walmart stream whenever it opens.
There will be more Walmart streams coming. Actually, I need to get back involved in all that kind of stuff because it's fun. We need
all that stuff.
We need Walmart streams. We need McRib streams. We need
I know. I had said the other day, or maybe like the other week, I was like, as a vegan, I cannot wait for McRib season because I know Steve is gonna go back. I know.
I gotta get back in shape so that when I eat the McRibs, it doesn't hurt. So, but no, I want to do all that stuff and just keep making people happy. Hopefully, I'd love to do I've had a plan to do a day in the life of ballerina Steve for a long time, which is just ballerina performing normal tasks, just the ballerina doing it.
Wait, can you do Baby Yoda too? Can you do Baby Yoda and ballerina Steve?
We can.
Yes.
Maybe the ballerina Steve is the Mandalorian person.
Yes. Wait, do that instead.
And I've got Baby Yoda over here to take care of. So
okay, you do have a progress. I didn't realize what time it was. We're actually getting very close to the end. But we can keep going however long you want to go. I don't like to go over too far for Pepper Tree Villa. So you guys don't have to stay if you don't want to. But we might continue painting for a little bit longer. Just to get a little bit
nowhere near done
further. I feel like I'm getting closer, but I started doing these dots because I really liked the dots on the one that I had seen this reference picture, but I'm not liking how they're coming out. So I might do some outlining, like wait for them to dry quickly and then do some outlining. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you a progress in just a minute. I want to get this red filled in first.
Yeah, no worries. No rush. I hope everyone's having a good start to the week. I know. So I just want to quickly talk about my grandpa because I just absolutely love my grandpa so much. I mean, I love both my grandparents so much. But my mom's mom, who was a Marine, I think that he's kind of the reason that I love Disney so much because he, when he was in the Marines, he was close to Disneyland and he absolutely loved Disneyland. And he took my mom and their whole family to Walt Disney World the year that it opened, and he loves all the classic movies, and he loves Snow White, and I think that's part of the reason why I like Snow White too. But I know that Memorial Day is more to recognize the people that obviously gave their lives for us to have this incredible freedom in our country. But I also like to recognize the people that are still currently serving or, that have served in the past, because that's an immense sacrifice that you are contributing to our society. So I always love to recognize my grandparents for that. And I love my grandpas. And one of them, unfortunately, has passed away. But we still like to recognize them. And I just I love that he loves Disney so much, my mom's dad. So I just wanted to say that quickly before everyone's gonna leave.
That's amazing.
I like to contribute some of that that love. And if you guys want to say or list any of your relatives that you guys want to honor tonight, feel free to do so in the chat. Oh, thanks so much, Nicole. Thanks for being here and always sharing your kind words. Nicole always sends me the nicest messages, and I don't know how she is so positive all the time. And I just am very appreciative of your positivity. And thank you for being on our Kindness Rocks stream the other week.
Yes.
And it was so much fun to get to paint with you and see your creativity. And also to Pam too for being here. Yeah. Although, hi, Rob. Okay.
Yeah, I got I have
Let's
my
update on mine quickly. But
I'm almost ready for an update. Not quite yet.
That's fine. That's totally fine.
So my grandfather was in the Army. Mm-hmm. My father was in the Army, and one of my brothers was in the Army. And this is gonna be weird. My first fiance was in the Air Force. She was, I don't know what she was
My
doing.
first fiance.
My first fiance, as in there's been 2. So
That's okay.
luckily didn't go through with anything, because that's a whole other story.
Another time for Steve's world.
Another time.
Yes, definitely.
As Zip likes to say, Steve After Dark, or for in his case, Zip After Dark. But
Yes.
that's a different kind of story.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, that's a lot of people in your family. I'm gonna use these awesome pens that someone gave me. Which, thank you, Steve. I actually had another one out. Which
I gave you.
Yes, you gave me these. Third time is the charm. Exactly, Karen. You guys saw Steve's future wife on that stream, the Mother's Day stream.
That was
You really made it seem like there were dozens of fiancés. Just the 2.
The 2. 2 that well, this I don't want to get into that. That's just a whole other story.
No, yeah, that's Steve's like own personal stuff, so we're not going to get into it. But yes, third time is going to be the charm, Karen. We already saw his future wife. She was in the stream.
Hopefully, now that we got this whole community, they're going to help me pick somebody better. So,
well, you know that it's going to be someone good, especially if the boys are helping.
Yes, well, that might actually hurt, but no, I'm just kidding. No, they're good for me. Yeah, the person that I do wind up with, she's going to have to go through quite the brigade of questioning, I'm sure. So
the extensive background check.
Yes, there will be an extensive background check. Anyway,
we know some people that could do that. 100%.
Yes. It's going to be like Zip's got the community baby right now.
I know. I'm so excited.
Like, the whole announcement and everything was on there, and it's going to be awesome. Mine will be the community wedding. When we finally nail that down, it'll happen one day.
It's so cool that, we get to share so many of our life events with everyone on the internet. So why not?
A year and a half ago, I would have said, that's crazy. I'm not sharing that on the internet. Now it's just like
second nature.
A year ago, I didn't want to be on camera.
Isn't that crazy? And Donna had said when we were talking about Africa by Toto, it was like, she said, that song reminds me of you because you went to Tanzania. And that song reminds me of the Dax Shepard and Kristen Bell video. Yes. Have you seen that? It's so funny.
I know. I've heard about it, but I've not seen it. But Dak and Kristen are amazing.
They're so funny. And obviously, one of my... She's a pretty awesome Disney princess. Let's see.
Not very far along, but there he is so far.
Dude, I love it. Oh my gosh.
I'm working on it. So I got to get his tail painted red, and then I'll paint the black, and then that'll be the first coat of everything.
Has anyone heard from Trumbull P today? I know they're supposed to check in tomorrow and have the baby, but I'm wondering if they are already there. I had seen he posted on Twitter that they were taking tonight off, obviously, from streaming, and that they're going to spend some time with Addie and get ready for the baby. So I'm not sure if, Steve, you've heard anything from Josh, but I haven't heard anything yet. I feel like we'll hear from him.
Yep. He's got other things on his mind. I know a person who knows people, Steve. Yes, Chris.
We know.
My sister actually set me up on Mouse Mingle, I think, once. Well, it was a fake profile because it wasn't mine. I don't know. It's a Disney or a dating app for a dating site for people who love Disney.
I'm sorry, Mouse Mingle. There's a Disney dating app.
She said it. I never once looked at it. I never once did anything with it because I told her I didn't want to do that. But it's called Mouse Mingle, and it's a dating service, a dating site for people who love Disney. I'm
so intrigued. I really am. That's
awesome. I actually thought about on my channel going through and setting up a profile and then weekly looking at the candidate of the week and seeing if it passes the community's blessing.
I mean, you got to have someone that likes Disney. So.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Donna says that sounds reliable. And Nicole says, "Oh my gosh, I need to make my son a Mouse Mingle account." No one has ever heard of this. Yes, Mike, thank you so much for reminding me. I was going to forget. Mike is always so awesome for reminding me about Meg's Magical Moment for the week. And this week, I want to honor Kelly from Myers and the Mouse. Kelly is like one of the nicest. I mean, first of all, the Myers family is one of the nicest families I've ever met. But Kelly is so unbelievable. Like people don't see a quarter of what, I mean, half of what this man does.
I agree.
And I mean, same with you, Steve. No, people don't see half of what you guys do, like behind the scenes. And Kelly is just one of the most amazing people I've ever met. And he's so kind and so sweet. And Kelly also served in the armed forces. And I also just want to thank Kelly for that as well. And just like, if you guys are not subscribed to Myers and the Mouse, please go check out their channel. That Justin Timberlake Can't Stop the Feeling video made my entire week. It is hilarious. If you guys have not seen it, you really need to see it. Kelly put in so many hours of work into that. And I know that Steve and I got to see like clips of it while Kelly was working on it. And I know Kelly. John Morgan, $2 super chat. Mouse Mingle is legit. I checked. LOL. Thank you so much, John, for the super chat. And I'm so glad that that is a legit thing. I kind of want to go look it up after this stream. Kelly is just amazing. So please go check out their channel and go check out that video. If someone wants to post the link to the video, and please go subscribe to Myers and the Mouse. Kelly is unbelievable. So yeah,
their whole family is amazing.
Truly, they are so truly. And like when you did that stream with the interview of them, that was one of my favorite streams too. Like I really love these interview streams because you get to learn so much more about our friends.
Yep. And that's the thing. These when I bring these people on to talk to them and everything, it's more of a I want to talk about Disney because that's obviously such a big part of everything that we do, but I also want to know them on a different level. So I try to veer away from a lot of the Disney stuff because, I mean, we all know them from Disney.
Yeah.
And I want to know them on a different level. And just to hear the stories that they told, it was incredible. Kelly and I are obviously we're really close. And he's just a great guy.
Kelly is a hero, and so is Taylor. Taylor is their son. And if you guys knew like what this kid has gone through, I mean, he's just literally, they're both heroes. Same with Pete McDevitt. Like, I don't know how these people are so positive despite what they have dealt with in life. And it's just like such an honor to know them. So yes, thank you, Kelly and Pete and Taylor for being awesome. Also, hi, Ruby. Welcome into the stream. I'm trying to decide what I want to make my background color to because I'm getting confused with where I put all my stuff because I repainted this. I redrew this sketch out like 10 times. So.
I just messed up.
Well, okay. The thing about acrylic paint is you could always paint over it.
That is true. That's
my favorite part about paint. Except for watercolor. Watercolor, you kind of have to get it right on the first try.
That's a little different.
Yeah. But it's fun to still play with. Because once you, if you mess it up, you could always change it into something else. And yes, hashtag Pete Strong. Also, Chris, you are so strong too. So
absolutely.
You guys are unbelievable. I'm very lucky to get to call you all friends.
Actually, I don't want to say anything yet. But yeah, Chris is amazing.
Yeah. I always get very intrigued when people start to say something and they're like, no.
I can tell you off stream, but I don't have a complete confirmation yet from what I want to tell you. So.
Okay.
But.
I'm excited. I'm excited to hear. Yes, Blue Nose 352 strong. That's very true, Meg. My wall is a perfect example of painting over something. Hashtag I'm pretty. Which I want to see the video, so.
Oh, I got to do it.
I know. I'm trying to decide what video I should do next because I still have videos from my May trip of last year, and I've been slowly releasing them once every 2 months.
Wow. I've been so busy. I haven't put out a video since January. Like a vlog. I do lives, but not a vlog.
Okay.
I have so much content to do. I just haven't done it.
I'm really trusting myself right now because I'm taking a tiny brush and I'm painting these small lines and I'm not using a marker. Like, well, it's, you know, it'll be okay.
Yeah. So one of the things that what Meg talked about, just using a marker, one of the things that really helped me, because these paintbrushes go down at different lengths, but
they do.
They sell acrylic paint markers, and we got some, and they help do all your definition of lines. Now, the really weird thing is, all that it is a hard piece of plastic, and the paint drips down it. So there's no like bending, but if it gets caught against the canvas, sometimes it sprays paint everywhere.
See, I did the little lines.
Nice.
I have to do all these other lines though. And
is that your trust exercise for the day?
Yes. I've been working on another like digital painting that I'm doing secretly for my parents, that they won't be watching this. So it's too late for them to present it again here. I have to go in and start to paint some of the other stuff because like you could see where I messed up. Oh, thanks, Karen. Yeah, I like I said, my new tubes of paint, I'm very excited about it. But I got an Apple Pencil, which, I mean, I don't have an iPad, but my parents do. So I'm borrowing their iPad to do artwork for them.
My niece asked me to get her something called Procreate.
Procreate?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the app I've been using.
So she says she wants that, and she asked me for the Apple Pencil. Then I went and looked at the Apple Pencil and went, oh, that's not a real pencil. That's for as far as pencils go, it's an expensive pencil.
It's very expensive, yeah. But so if you're gonna do art on the iPad, it's definitely a necessity.
So yeah, she wants that. So I'm considering it. I don't know.
I just got it, so I can't. I got the first generation Apple Pencil. I've been wanting it for a long time because I thought it would be beneficial for me to learn how to do some digital art as well, because that's something that I've always been interested in. And I thought during this quarantine, I should learn new skills. So
that's perfect.
I'm trying to learn. I'm doing I'll have to show you when it's done, but I'm trying to teach myself how to do it. And the only app that I heard, I mean, if you're not using Photoshop, Procreate is a one-time $10 fee versus Photoshop, which is like,
it's expensive.
I mean, it's like at least $20 a month. So,
well, yeah, if you buy it by the year, I think it's like it comes out. If you do it yearly, I think it's like $125 a year or something like that. It's obviously cheaper than doing it by month. Yeah, but it's up there. It's expensive.
Yeah, I need to fix his thing here. I need it to be more straight. I feel like I feel like this isn't good enough.
It's not quite there.
I mean, just because this is going to be a gift, I really want it to look pretty good. If it's art for myself, I really don't care for the most part, which is kind of bad, but at the same time, it's liberating. Hey, Brian, welcome. Yes, isn't Kelly's video so funny? The whole family did such an incredible job on that. Yep. And obviously, like, a bunch of us in the community were in that. And if you guys want to check out the original video, which is amazing because It's Joey's World did that, and Steve just had It's Joey's World on his stream tonight. They did the original dance challenge video, and that is so good. So you should watch it.
It was fun. Yeah, Joey's an amazing, and getting to know them tonight was on a different level. Was just it was just awesome. So honored that they said yes. But that video that he put out, challenging everybody to dance, was great. And then the community and what Kelly did with that video was insanely good. He put a lot of time and effort into it, and he helped bring the community together in this. Just get us doing something, even though we couldn't be together. So.
Yeah, and I was so honored that Kelly asked me to be in the video.
Same.
And it was actually before I had filmed mine. Kelly, if you guys don't know, Kelly has been working on this video for a long time. And I had filmed this before Dan and I had done the Marvel stream where I came on as Spider-Meg. So I was like, no one's gonna know it's me because I like have never worn this on a stream. And I mean, I think a lot of people know that I like Spider-Man, but to the extent I don't know. So I had like jokingly worn the Spider-Man outfit, the hoodie, and then everyone saw me as Spider-Man. Like, well, everyone's gonna know me now. And then I had seen in the chat that Nicole said, I don't know how to say it, but IBIS at PX is a free digital app that is great for starters. So that's a great tip. Thank you, Nicole, for anyone that is interested in digital art and using the app. So
I've never used the apps to. I got books galore on painting, but I've never actually used an app for any of that kind of stuff. It'd be probably a lot more handy, except my phone would keep shutting off all the time. So
yeah, so I never ever thought to do it because obviously like iPads are very expensive and I didn't want to pay for an iPad. And so my dad was like, oh, you could just borrow my iPad and like you could test out this pencil if you want to get it. And I was like, okay, that I'll just do that. I like have wanted to do it for a long time. So I'm excited to test things out. And I was also like trying to figure out if there was any way to do like art prints, which I know that would be a lot easier for people who don't know. Like it's so hard to make prints out of artwork that like from a canvas, or at least I find. So it would definitely be a lot easier to do it if like Steve, if you were to ever like sell prints of your artwork, that could be pretty cool too.
Is that how they do it? Like when you're at the festival, when you go up there and you buy them, sometimes you're buying prints of them. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. So it's different if you buy like the original piece versus a print of an art, like a piece of art. And like obviously the original is going to be worth a lot more than a print. And that way like artists can sell more of their art if they're selling prints. I'm just going to cover up these dots that I did because I don't like them and I'll start over.
That's the best part about acrylics.
I know.
Uh-oh, I got some paint on my hand.
Thanks again for everyone for being here. It's so much fun. Like Steve, I love painting with you. It's so much fun.
Oh, I'm honored that you asked me to come on. This is absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I'll be here every time you ask.
Hey, Alyssa and Neil, welcome. Brad does digital art. Also, a huge happy birthday to Brad. If I remember, it was like either yesterday or the day before. My days are mixing together, but happy birthday to Brad. Brad does digital art, but I'm a hands-on, and prints are so hard. Yeah, you have to have scan the art, the color, and then print in high quality. Yeah, and it costs a lot of money to do that. So if you're already working in a digital medium, like that's going to be very different. Hey, Unicorn Kitty, welcome. That's a pretty cool name.
That one's still wet too.
So I started to do smaller line work, but I also painted over. I like started to paint over some of my red dots. So I didn't like them. I'm just gonna keep like layering over that because I still have pencil marks, and Steve knows all about the pencil marks, right? We like have pencil marks on our canvases, but that's okay because, like I said, it shows that it's hand painted, and I like that quality of knowing that something was handmade. Like that's why I like making ears, because after I look at the Disney ears now, like in the parks, I'm like, oh, these are all the same.
I got black on my painting.
That's okay.
Where it wasn't supposed to be. That's okay though. You can paint over those with white. I learned that.
I was like, you can erase things with white paint.
Yes. It's really weird because when I was painting, I used to do it like very leisurely in the past. I didn't really pay attention to what was what. But when we started painting here, I'm thinking, okay, acrylics, you can go from light to dark or dark to light. It doesn't matter because you can paint over them. Yellow does not cover very easily at all. I learned that during the Little Mermaid painting we did. And I recently
fixed that too.
What's that?
I recently fixed that painting too because I was like, I can't look at this anymore.
So what I did was I went out and I kept going. I put probably 10 coats of yellow on there and it didn't work. So I painted over it white in one coat and it covered it up. So white is a thick paint and yellow is a thin coating paint.
Yellow is hard to paint with in general. I feel like white is sort of a base coat that you can use too. And a lot of times like people will use, I don't know. I mean, people do use yellow or orange or white as a starting coat. But I like using white. Like people will gesso a canvas. Some canvases come with like that are already gessoed and like primed.
I finally figured out what gesso was, and I got some, and it worked great.
I have a bottle somewhere.
I got one Walmart. The only thing they had in there was gesso or gesso. What is it? Gesso?
Gesso. Yeah.
Gesso. The only thing they had in there was gesso, and I got it. And all these are primed with that stuff. All these
nice
individual head things back here.
I know we were talking about too that you could prime and like gesso like denim for jeans, or you know, if you guys want to paint, like I've taken old jeans and like cut them up and used painter's tape on like a piece of cardboard and use that sort of as like a canvas, or if you want to paint on like a jean jacket or something, just as like if you want to prime any surface. I've been seeing a lot of TikTok videos of people priming things. So
the TikTok.
I made I feel like the silliest TikTok the other day, last night. And I don't know if anyone else does this because I do it literally every time I go into the ride. When you go into Flight of Passage, which I know is your favorite ride, you go into Flight of Passage and you get into that room where the guy is like, hello, welcome. You're going to get assigned to a Banshee or an Avatar, a Na'vi, whatever. And every time they go in and they're like, okay, just like move a little bit, I'll start doing a dance and a lot of times I'll go in and I'll do the hokey pokey.
Nice. I've never done the hokey pokey, but
left hand in, you put your left hand. And a lot of times it gets a good laugh and I like that. And so I was like, hey, I'll just throw this up on TikTok because I thought, you know, I think it's funny and I do it all the time. And the last time I checked, it had like 6,500 views.
Wow, that's amazing. It's like, TikTok's. What's that?
TikTok is the weirdest thing ever.
There is no telling in TikTok what to do with it. It's just not. But it's crazy because one of the best videos I have on TikTok, which I don't have very many, but I just did it as kind of a joke for Zip. I put a picture of Ariel. She was coming down the thing and she's waving. I just wrote, has anybody seen Zippity Doodad? And it's one of my best ones on there.
Yeah. Okay, Karen, he gets on my nerves too, but most of all, because I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but it's like my biggest pet peeve about this ride. I'm going to go on a rant for like a half a second, because if you go in and you look at his ID tag, it is just a black silhouette. It's not his face. And you'd think that Disney would have given him a real ID. Has anyone else noticed that?
Who's that? The guy that talks to you that says move around?
Yeah. If you look at his ID card, it's only a black silhouette. It's just like, and then if you go into the next one with the scientist Jackie Ogden or whatever her name is, she has a real picture on her ID. So I know it's something. And also the Na'vi only have 4 toes. Like these are things that you notice when you've gone on the rides too many times.
That's amazing information.
But that's a fun fact, I guess. If you didn't know that, if you go into that room or if you watch a video, like if we watched a video right now, let me see if I have one on my phone because
I'm intrigued.
I want to show you guys that he doesn't have a real ID. So yeah, it's a thing. But the hokey pokey was way more popular than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why. Okay.
That's way more.
Do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. Steve, I think it's almost 10:30, so if we like another 7 minutes,
okay.
I'm gonna look for my
Is it really that late?
I know. The painting streams go by so quickly and it's crazy. Okay. Do you remember that time that we did the Grinch?
Yes.
That was fun. Wait, okay.
I got accused of being Blue Man Group.
Yes. Wait, okay. Look. Wait, I'm going to present myself for 1 second. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
That bothers me so much. I don't know why.
Because it's not right.
I have a hard time with that. Oh, yeah, I don't know why Disney went through and did the other woman's, but they didn't do his. So
maybe only the lead scientist gets their picture.
They didn't have enough money. Yeah, so that's a fun fact for you guys. When I started playing parties, I must have played the Hokey Pokey 5,000 times. Yeah, it's a good song.
It is a good song.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide if I want to go back with the dots.
Do it.
I know.
Or whatever makes you happy at the time.
Yes, art is all about making happy decisions, happy little trees. I want them to be more methodical, though. Like I was just placing random. Hey, Rob, welcome back. Maybe it's because he's annoying, says Karen.
I like him. He's not annoying.
He's okay.
He's annoying.
I don't like the only annoying part is that, like, with the ID. And then when they tell you that you have cooties, and it's like, hey, I showered today, so you have the cooties. Okay. And if I don't like these again, I'll just paint over it one more time. Oh, gosh. Thanks again, guys, for hanging out with us. Steve, thank you for always painting with me. It's so nice.
It's the thanks is to you. It's so therapeutic. It's amazing. It's awesome. The only thing I regret is that we don't quite get engaged with the entire chat.
Yeah.
But it's not possible to with what we do. So, and they're very understanding. So
yes, thank you guys for being understanding. Although I think that we did a good job on the chat tonight.
Tonight is probably the best we've done. I'll say that for sure.
Yeah. Sometimes there are just like full minutes of where we don't talk.
But it is going to show that how far behind I am in my painting, that we paid a little more attention tonight and I didn't get my painting done. So
that's okay, because we know that you take your time and good things take time. Did Steve change his name in the chat? No, it's always been Steve's World.
Pretty sure.
That's his YouTube channel. Usually it's your YouTube channel. This is where a dotting tool would be helpful. Yeah, not just like tiny. Although I think it's turning out okay. But Nicole, I think you said you had a dotting tool. So I'm just making...
I'm going to go out on a limb here. Oh, nice. And I'm going to say a dotting tool is something that puts dots down.
Yes, it is. It's not popping up for me anymore. Oh, sometimes, I don't know.
I'm not typing right now.
Yeah.
Who said that? Alyssa and Neil?
Yeah.
Hi at Alyssa and Neil. There it is.
There. It's Steve's World. All things fun. Toaster King.
Oh, no.
I do think, though, that we should definitely paint a toaster one day.
Oh, for sure. That's a given now.
Yeah, we got to do that. Next, Give Kids the World charity stream.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah. Hey, Sherry, welcome.
Welcome.
We're actually only going to be on here for a couple more minutes, only because I don't want to take up too much of Pepper Tree Villa's time. I always feel so bad when we go over, but sometimes you just, I mean, like Steve says when we were doing the makeup, it's hard because you like sometimes you're in this mode where you can't stop and your creative juices are flowing. But then also with the makeup, like it's not like we could just pick up and start from where we left off. We kind of just have to finish it. So, and also I like to get like a good chunk of it done. And I don't know. It's fun to paint.
Absolutely.
John says paint a toaster and then hide it on Disney property. It's like the geotags, but with a toaster.
Meg has a rock garden. I'm going to have a toaster garden.
Yes. Steve has a toaster graveyard. I kind of like these dots better, so I'm glad that I'm able to do these ones again. I also hate wasting so much paint. Like I have a whole bunch of paint.
Yeah. So I always finish the painting if we do end early, I always finish the painting before I go to bed.
Yeah. I think I'm going to paint the background one of these colors. Oh, thanks, Sherry. Steve's TikTok is definitely better than mine. That Darth Maul one was awesome.
Oh, no. I'll be honest. We were really proud of that one.
We were so proud.
But I don't know if my TikTok's better. I like that came out like it said, how many videos you want to use? And I just selected the ones I wanted to use and played it to the music and it cut it all for me. I didn't do any of that.
I know it's nice when it does that. It like finds good music and then it does it for you. Okay. I like that. I like the little dots. They're okay. But you could also see all of my sketches behind it. And then I think he also is going to get, I want to fix the top too. He's going to get more dots on the top of his hat.
More dots?
All the dots. All things dots. I don't think that will ever not be funny to me.
Just throwing all things in front of everything?
Everything. All things swampy. Oh. All things toasters.
Well, okay, look. I mean, again, when I started my channel, it was supposed to be a toy channel with my nieces. They got over that real quick. I tried to continue.
I miss those videos, though.
Well, I got a bunch of them. You have no idea how much. Meg, one day I'll show you the footage that I have that I filmed and never used. I messed up again. Anyways, there was so much footage I did not use that I've never even edited yet. But every time we would get something, we would open it on camera. And just every time. And then there were times where we'd go out on a intentional shopping spree to look for things to open on the channel. You know, we'd buy cases of certain things that we knew would last many, many, many shows and so forth. So it was fun. It was fun. But I'm glad I changed the direction of my channel.
Yeah, it was definitely more like I think if you were still doing the same kinds of videos, I think you'd have more trouble with the COPPA stuff.
100% for sure.
But I think it's more adult geared now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it says, I'm watching on my phone when you said, hey, Sherry, welcome. Siri came on and said, welcome. What can I help you with? Hey, we're messing with Alexa's, Siri's, all the things tonight. So, yeah. Well, Steve, do you have an update for everyone before we head out?
I need like 20 more seconds. And
then no worries, because I definitely am going to finish this off the stream. But I don't want to keep everyone here. And like, I am so appreciative of everyone taking the time to spend time with us, because we know how valuable your time is. And I'm just so truly grateful for you spending all this time with us and, watching us paint and chatting with us and, your friendship and everything. So thank you as always. And once again, please go subscribe to Steve. Steve has an amazing channel. If you don't know his channel, Steve's World, all things fun, all things toaster, all things makeup, all things everything. And then also, please go subscribe to Kelly from Myers and the Mouse, our Meg's magical moment for the night.
Yep.
How many more 20 more seconds will Steve need?
No, I'm painting over the black on there. I'm done. Meg was talking, so I just kept going.
Listen, you can't rush an artist.
That's right. Is that what we are? Am I an artist?
Yes, Steve, you're an artist. Be proud.
Oh, I'm proud.
Yes, anyone who paints or does art is an artist. So
just fixing some lines real quick.
I actually really like this. I think it's turning out pretty good. I can't wait. I think it's going to be more pop arty with the dots, and I'm very excited to see that. So usually, like, I'll post, Steve usually posts the finished products on his Instagram and on Twitter. So go follow Steve. It's Steve's World. Is it 4?
It's Steve's World Disney on Instagram and Steve's World 4 on Twitter, unfortunately. It's all different.
Okay. So check out Steve's World Disney on Instagram and Steve's World 4 on Twitter so that you could go check out his photos when he's done. And I'll probably do the same thing. My social media is like pretty much all the same, except it's not Mickey's Magic. It's Mickey's Magic 28. Pearl Manhattan says, I'm going to have to record a version of that and send it to him. I think I'll do that. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. Steve, let's see I'm going to show you.
This is not, I usually don't do the black until I'm done with all the coats, but I wanted to get some detail on him. So
what?
There is what he's kind of what he's going to look like. So
Steve, oh my gosh, that's amazing.
It's got a lot of flaws, but it's okay. It's good.
No, it's good. And also the fact that you just did this right now. God save the Steve. Exactly. Yes. And God bless America, because I mean, like we're so lucky to be able to live in this land, you know, freedom. And thank you again to all the people that have given their lives. See, everyone is saying it's incredible. It
looks better on camera than it does in person.
No. And we've gone over this before, that it looks better in person and it never looks the same on camera. So we will definitely post the pictures when we're done with them. And thank you guys so much for spending time with us and spending your evening with us. Please go check out Steve's stream that was just before this. And he did an incredible interview with It's Joey's World. Patrick is going live tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. for more It's Joey's World. So it's a zip and chat, I think. So
zip sit.
Yeah, zip sit. Patrick and I were brainstorming ideas, and I can't remember which one it was now. So a zip sit with Patrick tomorrow at 6:30, and It's Joey's World. So all the Joey stuff, all things Joey this week, and all things fun. Thanks, Steve, again for being here. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. Thank you, Avery, for posting it. That's the link to Steve's stream. Donna says you underestimate your artistic talents. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, everybody. I really do appreciate it. But
yeah,
that maybe perfectionist thing that we talked about that I'm just not happy with. So, but Meg, thank you so much for having me on here. And thank you to everybody here that's in the chat. And like Meg said, we thank everybody, past and present, for their service to this country to allow us to do this for what we do. So thank you all.
Well, guys, go head over to Pepper Tree Villa. Say #Toaster Steve sent me, and everyone have a wonderful rest of your night. We will see you all real soon, and have a great rest of your week. Bye.
Bye.